Welcome, my friend, and listen closely because this video, this one moment, might be the beginning of a whole new life for you. If you've ever felt like you're walking alone, no one understands you. No one supports you. You keep trying and no one sees it. You're always the one who gives but never receives. You're surrounded by people but still feel lonely. Or maybe you've been completely alone for a very long time. Then this video is for you. This is your space. This is your homecoming. This is where everything finally starts to change. Because today, I'm going to give you 10 real rules. Not quotes, not fake motivation, not theories, but real emotional proven steps that will help you win in life, succeed without anyone's help, and most importantly, grow in silence. And if you're learning English, this video is even better for you. I'm speaking in clear, slow, powerful English. You can listen again and again for practice. You can repeat after me. Train your mouth and grow confident. This video will improve your mindset and your English at the same time. Now take a deep breath. This is not a lecture. This is a moment between you and me to rebuild your life from the inside out. Let's begin. Rule 1. Remember your dream every morning. Before you check your phone. Before you answer anyone's message. Before you brush your teeth. Before you open your mouth to speak to the world. Speak to yourself. Remind yourself. Anchor yourself. Because the reason most people fail in life is not because they're lazy or stupid or unlucky. They fail because they forget what they're fighting for. They get up and they fall right into the routine. Scrolling, reacting, comparing, surviving. They let the world set their emotions. They let noise kill their focus. They let comfort destroy their hunger. But not you. From now on, every morning, you must begin your day like a warrior. Wake up and whisper your dream. Say it out loud. Say it even if you're tired. Even if you're broke, even if no one believes in you, say it anyway. Because that dream is the only reason you're still breathing. Let's say you're trying to become fluent in English. You want to speak clearly, naturally, confidently. But every day you feel scared to talk. You feel embarrassed. No one helps you. No one corrects you. You're afraid of being wrong. So you say nothing, and that's how another day passes. But starting today, that ends. Tomorrow morning, you wake up, you sit on your bed, and you say to yourself, I will speak English fluently. One day I will train daily. I will speak clearly. I will no longer be silent. Not just say it, feel it. Close your eyes and imagine. You're speaking in front of people. You're confident. You're respected. You're living in another country. You're free. You're fluent. And no one gave it to you. You built it alone. That dream is not just fantasy. It's your fuel. And if you start every morning with that fire, nothing can stop you. Your brain wakes up in a fog. It looks for the first thing to focus on. And whatever you feed it becomes the mood of the day. If you feed it with news, distractions, gossip, comparison, you will live a life of noise and fear. But if you feed it your dream, you train your mind to follow purpose, not panic. That's how you become unstoppable. Even when you're alone, even when you're tired, even when you're scared, because the dream is louder than the doubt. From today, do this. Put a small notebook next to your bed. Title the first page, I will win alone. Write your dream in big letters. I will speak English fluently. I will become financially free. I will train my body and my mind every day. Read it every morning before touching your phone. Say it out loud. Even if your voice shakes, make it your daily weapon, your armor. Your reason to wake up with power. You're not waking up to survive anymore. You're waking up to build something no one else can see yet. Every morning is a battle, and your dream is your sword. Hold it, swing it, and fight for it. Even when no one claps, even when no one believes. Even when the only person left is you. Because if you remember your dream every morning, you'll never be lost again. Rule 2. Create a system that works in silence. There's a painful truth most people don't want to hear. Motivation dies. Feelings change. People leave. Life gets hard. And if your success depends on how you feel, then you'll never make it because you will not feel inspired every morning. You will not feel confident every day. You will not feel supported every night. You will feel lonely. You will feel tired. You will feel weak. And in those moments, only one thing will save you. A system that works in silence. A system that doesn't need motivation. A system that doesn't care about your emotions. A system that runs whether you feel like it or not. A system is a small, repeatable routine that you do every single day. Whether you're tired, stressed, heartbroken, broke, confused, or totally alone. A system is your daily survival machine built by you for you. It's not dramatic. It's not beautiful, but it works. It keeps you moving when everything else is falling apart. Let's say your dream is to speak fluent English, but right now you're shy. You don't have anyone to practice with. You feel stupid when you speak. People laugh. You hate your voice. You keep quitting. And then one day you stop waiting for the perfect time. You stop depending on motivation. And you build a system. Every morning, wake up, drink water, open your notes, read 5 English sentences out loud, record your voice, listen to it, correct it. Done. Time taken, 10 minutes. Applause received, 0. Support given, 0. Progress made, unstoppable. You do it again the next day and the next and the next. Some days you're tired. Some days you're sad. Some days you sound terrible. But the system doesn't care. The system is loyal and you become loyal to the system. And then something magical happens. After 30 days, your mouth starts moving differently. Your confidence grows silently. Your pronunciation improves. You start thinking in English. You feel something changing. Not because you watched 100 motivational videos. Not because someone helped you, but because your system saved you. Your brain is emotional. Your emotions are unstable. Your motivation is a roller coaster. But systems are neutral. They don't care if you're sad. They don't need music. They don't need good vibes. They just run like electricity, like blood, like breath. Systems keep you alive even when your spirit is broken. Let's build a complete system for someone who wants to learn English, wants to become successful, has no help, works alone, feels demotivated. System example, 6 a.m., wake up 6:05 a.m., drink water. 6:10 a.m., speak 5 English lines. Read out loud. 6:20 a.m., listen to 1 short podcast in English. 6:40 a.m., do 20 push-ups plus cold shower. 7:00 a.m., journal 3 thoughts in English. 7:15 a.m., read 1 page of a book. 30 a.m., go to work, school, life. 9:00 p.m., review what I did. Speak 2 more English lines, sleep, no one sees it. No one claps. But after 90 days, you're not the same person anymore. That's the power of a system that works in silence. Most people build their life on emotions. I don't feel like studying. I'm not in the mood today. I'll start when I'm ready. I'm tired. I'll do it tomorrow. But the truth is, success doesn't wait for your feelings. It rewards your consistency. Forget perfection. Forget big goals. Just do this. Write down 3 things you can do daily that move you closer to your goal. Example, speak 3 lines of English. Read 1 paragraph. Walk 10 minutes. Do it at the same time every day. Same place, same setup, same rhythm. Never ask, do I feel like it? Ask, did I do my system today? Repeat for 90 days without expecting praise. Don't post it. Don't beg for feedback. Just do the work in silence. Let the results speak when the time is right. You don't need more motivation. You need a system that wakes you up when you're broken. A system that trains your mouth when your heart is tired. A system that speaks for you. When your confidence is gone, the world may forget your name right now. But if you build in silence, you'll return one day, and no one will recognize the person you've become. So stop waiting for the right moment. Build your system, follow it, and let it quietly build your empire. Rule 3. Just improve 1% daily. Do you know why most people never grow? It's not because they don't want to. It's not because they don't have talent. It's not even because they don't try. It's because they believe growth only counts if it's big, fast, and impressive. They want 6-pack abs in 6 days. They want to build a business in 3 weeks. They want instant results, instant confidence, instant change. And when that doesn't happen, they say, this doesn't work. I'm not good enough. I'll try something else. And they go back to 0. They quit again and again and again until they finally believe the lie. I'll never be great. I'm just not made for success. I'm broken. But that's not true. They're not broken. They just never understood the real secret of transformation. You don't need to grow fast. You only need to grow 1% every day. Let's break it down. So simple, so real. Even a child can understand. If you improve by 1% a day for 1 year, that's 365% growth. You will not be the same person anymore. You will look different, Move different, think different, speak different. But no one will notice at first because 1% is invisible. Too small to be impressive. Too quiet to be praised. Too slow to be admired. And that's why it works, because no one expects you to become dangerous when you're just growing by 1%. But over time, that tiny growth becomes a giant, like a seed in the ground. No one sees it for weeks, then suddenly a tree. That's what 1% daily does. It grows your roots first, then shows your greatness later. There was a man in his 40s, tired, angry, unhealthy, overweight. His back hurt, his knees hurt. He hated looking in the mirror. His kids ran in the park, but he couldn't join them. He felt ashamed, weak, hopeless. Every time he tried to lose weight, he failed. He joined gyms. He bought fancy diets. He downloaded apps. And every time he gave up. Why? Because he wanted fast results. Because 10 push-ups felt useless. Because walking 10 minutes felt like nothing. Because eating one healthy meal didn't feel like progress. Until one day, something in him snapped. He told himself, I'm not trying to lose 20 kilos anymore. I'm not trying to impress anyone. I'm not trying to be perfect. I'm just going to do one thing today. 10 minutes of walking. That's it. And he did. The next day, he did it again. No photos, no gym selfies, no celebration, just a silent walk. After 1 week, he walked 15 minutes. After 1 month, he started doing light stretches. After 3 months, he cleaned his diet just 1% better every week. After 6 months, he lost 12 kilos. His back pain reduced. He could run with his kids. He didn't just lose weight. He found himself, not because he changed everything overnight, but because he improved just 1% daily. Your brain doesn't trust big change. It gets scared. It resists. This is too hard. What if I fail again? It's too much. I can't keep this up. But 1% your brain accepts that, because 1% feels safe. It feels small. It feels possible. That's why this method works when everything else fails. Because it's not based on hype. It's based on identity reprogramming. Every day you improve by 1%. You send a message to your mind. I am someone who grows. I don't need to be perfect. I need to show up. I don't skip days. I don't need applause. I just get better silently. Let me show you how 1% growth works in real life. 1% health. Drink 1 extra glass of water. 1% mind. Read 1 page. 1% body. 5-minute walk. For finances. Save $1, 1% discipline. Make your bed. 1% energy. Sleep 15 minutes earlier. 1% strength. 10 push-ups. 1% relationships. Send 1 kind message. 1% focus. Avoid distractions for 5 more minutes. 1% dreams. Write your goal down again. Every day you do just a little more. The old you becomes smaller and the new you becomes stronger. It's not fast. It's not viral, but it's real. And real change lasts forever. Don't underestimate the power of 1 small win. That 1% effort might not look like much today, but it's the silent promise that you won't give up. It's your way of saying, I don't need a miracle. I need momentum. I don't need to be perfect. I need to keep going. I don't need motivation. I need to move. If your dream feels far away, don't try to leap. Just take 1 tiny step and do it again tomorrow. Because you are not here to impress the world. You are here to become the person you were meant to be. 1% at a time. Rule 4, train your mind like a soldier, not a civilian. Most people think the battlefield is outside, but the real war is inside. It's not your job. It's not your bank account. It's not your family, your past, your trauma, or your pain. The real battle is between your ears. The real enemy is the voice in your head. That voice that says, I can't do this. I'm tired. No one supports me. What's the point? It's easier to quit. And here's the truth. If you don't train your mind to obey you, your emotions will destroy your future. Let me show you the difference. A civilian mind says, I'll work if I feel like it. I'll go when I'm ready. It's okay to take the easy way. They wait for motivation. They avoid discomfort. They break under pressure. A soldier's mind says, I move even when I'm tired. I don't ask for easy. I train for war. Discomfort is where my strength begins. Soldiers don't train because it feels good. They train because they must survive. And if you're truly trying to win alone, you're not living a normal life anymore. You're at war, not with people, but with your doubts, your laziness, your overthinking, your habits, your weaknesses. Imagine a woman. She was 27, single, alone in a small city. She had just lost her job. Her rent was due. She had no savings, no partner, no family nearby, no one calling to check on her. Most people would collapse. Most people would beg for help. Most people would say, I can't do this, but not her. You know what she did? She bought a cheap yoga mat, put it on the cold floor of her apartment, and trained every morning at 5:30 a.m., every single day. Push-ups, burpees, squats, planks. Silence, no music, no selfies, no gym, no one watching. Just her in pain and discipline. She journaled her mindset, she tracked her habits. She trained her body like a soldier trains for battle. And after 4 months, she didn't just look different. She walked different. She moved different. She spoke different. She didn't need rescue. She rescued herself because she trained her mind first. Your body obeys your mind. So if your mind is lazy, your body will be lazy. If your mind gives up, your life gives up. But if your mind becomes a soldier, your body becomes a machine, and your life becomes unshakable. You don't train for fun. You train for pressure. You train for dark days. You train so that when everyone else breaks, you stand tall. Every morning, wake up early. Sit in silence for 10 minutes. No phone. Do 10 push-ups. Discipline, not fitness. Write down one fear. Write one sentence. I move even when I'm afraid. Every evening, write 3 things you did. Even when you didn't feel like it. Whisper this sentence before sleep. I am my own army. You don't need to feel brave. You don't need to feel confident. You don't need to wait for the perfect mindset. You just need to train it. Like a soldier trains his body. You train your thoughts. Like a warrior sharpens his blade. You sharpen your words. Every time you move without motivation, you win. Every time you speak in fear, you win. Every time you keep going when others would quit, you win. And soon you become so mentally sharp, so emotionally tough, so brutally focused that nothing can stop you anymore. Not pain, not rejection, not silence, not loneliness, not life. Because now you think like a soldier. Rule 5. Use the 3-3-3 growth system. Let's be real, most people don't fail because they're stupid. They fail because they are unorganized. They want to grow, but their life is chaos. No routine, no structure, no discipline, no record of progress. They try 10 things at once. They chase new ideas every week. They get overwhelmed and they quit. But you're not here to chase. You're here to build. That's why this rule is so powerful. It brings order into your chaos. It's called the 3-33 system. It's simple. It's silent. It works. What is the 3-I-3 system? Every day you do 3 things. 1, 3 physical actions. Move your body. Do push-ups, walk, clean your space. Movement creates energy. Your body is your anchor. 2, 3 mental tasks. Good, reflect, write, grow your thoughts, learn from your pain, ask powerful questions. 3 real-life skills. Do 1 thing for your money, 1 thing for your future, 1 thing for your character. Imagine a man. He used to be a mechanic, worked 12 hours a day. His back hurt, his income was low. He lived paycheck to paycheck. One day his company downsized, he lost his job. He was 39, no savings, no degree, no backup. He could have collapsed. Instead, he built his own 3-3 system. Every morning, 3 physical, 10 push-ups, 10-minute walk, 10 minutes of deep stretching, 3 mental. Read 5 pages of a self-help book. Write 1 powerful idea. Reflect on 1 life mistake. 3 skills. Watch 1 business video. Practice customer service. Learn basic bookkeeping. He didn't post it. He didn't tell his friends. He didn't brag. He just executed every single day. Within months, he opened his own mobile mechanic service. He was stronger, wiser, more focused. He had clients. He had control. He had clarity. He didn't just fix cars anymore. He fixed his life. This works because clarity builds confidence, and confidence builds momentum. And momentum builds a new identity. Instead of waking up and saying, "What should I do?" you wake up and say, "I know my 3-33, I don't panic. I execute." This removes confusion. This kills overthinking. This gives you power alone. You don't need more goals. You don't need more pressure. You need a system that builds you quietly. Most people waste their days in noise. You will build your life in rhythm. 3 physical tasks, 3 mental upgrades, 3 real-life skills. That's all you need. Do it for 30 days and you'll feel something growing. Do it for 60 days and you'll see your old self dying. Do it for 90 days and you'll never need to ask anyone for permission again because now you're leading your own life. Rule 6, silence is a superpower. Don't beg for support. Let me tell you a hard truth that almost no one talks about. People don't always care. They don't always listen. They don't always support you, even when they love you. And if you build your life depending on other people's praise, their motivation, their encouragement, their presence, you're already setting yourself up for pain. Because even the people closest to you can sometimes disappear. They can misunderstand you. They can discourage you. They can ignore your progress because they're focused on their own survival. So what do? Do you collapse? Do you stop trying? Do you wait for someone to save you? No. If you truly want to win alone, you must stop begging for support and start using silence as your secret weapon. It means this: you don't post your progress just to be seen. You don't share your goals just to be validated. You don't explain your dreams to people who don't understand your hunger. You don't wait for applause. You don't need to be noticed to be powerful. You move like a shadow. You build in silence. And one day, they'll hear the echo of your success, not your words. Let me tell you about someone you've never heard of, but whose story will live in your mind forever. He was 30, worked in a dusty warehouse for 10 hours a day. Minimum wage, no college degree, no mentor, no internet at home, just an old flip phone and a cracked notebook. His coworkers laughed at him because he was too quiet. They said he doesn't talk to anyone. He's always reading something weird. Probably thinks he's better Thanos. But what they didn't know was this. Every lunch break he sat alone under a tree and studied. Not for school, not for a test. He was teaching himself about electrical engineering. From books, from printed PDFs, from diagrams he sketched by hand. He said nothing to anyone. No social media, no announcement, no dream board. Just discipline and silence. 2 years passed. No one saw anything until one day. He didn't show up for work. Why? Because he got a job offer from a startup doing design work for circuit boards. Fast forward 3 more years. He started his own electronics brand. Now he hires engineers who have degrees, and the same coworkers who laughed at him. They now ask, "How did you do it?" And he just smiles because when you build in silence, your results make the noise. Silence does 3 powerful things. 1, it protects your energy. No one can drain you with their doubt. No one can distract you with their opinions. 2, it forces you to rely on yourself. You stop depending on applause. You become your own cheerleader, your own coach. 3, it shocks the world when you rise because they never saw it coming. They didn't believe in you, so now they can't ignore you. Keep your goals to yourself. Delete what doesn't serve your focus. Don't announce what you're working on, just do it. Track your growth privately. Let results speak for you loudly when the time is right. Don't beg for support. Don't ask people to clap for you. Don't explain your fire to people who only feel cold. And don't let their silence make you stop. Let it make you stronger. Because in silence you will discover your focus, your power, your real strength, and the version of you that doesn't need to be seen. To be unstoppable. Rule 7, build habits that no one sees. When you brush your teeth, do you announce it to the world? No, you just do it. When you drink water in the morning, do you post about it? No, you just do it. Why? Because these are now part of who you are. That's exactly how powerful habits are built. Not in front of crowds, not for attention, but in private moments. When no one is watching, anyone can be motivated for a day. Anyone can try hard for a week. Anyone can pretend to change when people are looking. But real habits, the ones that change your life, are the ones no one sees. Waking up early, making your bed, drinking water. Stretching your body, speaking gratitude, practicing calm. Reading for 10 minutes. Eating 1 healthy meal, saving $1 daily. Writing 1 idea in a notebook. These aren't sexy. These don't go viral. But these are how legends are made. Let me tell you about a man. He lived in a small village in Japan. No gym, no business school, no YouTube. Just a tiny metal workshop and the dream to become the best sword maker in his country. But how do you do that when you're alone with no teachers, no internet, no guide? He built a habit system. Every morning at 4:45 a.m., he swept the workshop floor, sharpened every tool, lit the fire, heated the steel, hammered exactly 108 times, cooled the blade, logged the temperature. He did this for 13 years, every day, even when it rained, even when he had no clients, even when he was sick and he never showed anyone. Not even his own brother knew what he was building, until one day his work was discovered, not on social media, but through a single sword that was so precise, so balanced, so powerful. It was chosen as an honorary piece by the Emperor's guard, all from the habits no one saw. This works because your future is built by what you do in private. Not what you show, not what you post, not what you say, but what you repeat when it's just you and silence. If you build habits no one sees, one day you'll have a life everyone wants but can't explain. Choose 3 tiny actions you can repeat daily. Anchor them to fixed times, morning, afternoon, night. Never skip more than one day. Don't talk about them, just do them. Track your consistency for 30 days straight. Some people want noise. You want power. Some people want attention. You want transformation. Some people want to be seen working. You want to be working even when unseen. Build the habits that will change your life. Repeat them in the dark. Strengthen them in silence. And one day you'll wake up to a life you can't believe you built, because the world didn't watch you rise, but it will never forget the person you became. Rule 8. Make discipline your best friend. Motivation is fun. Discipline is brutal, but motivation disappears. And discipline saves your life. You can't win alone if your mood controls your actions. You can't build a new life if your energy decides your future. Because here's what most people do. They say, I'll do it later. I'm not in the mood today. I'm too tired. I'll start tomorrow. And one day becomes 1 week becomes 1 year. 1 year becomes a lifetime of regret. That's why discipline must become your best friend. Discipline is not punishment. It's not self-torture. It's not forcing yourself like a machine. Discipline is self-respect. Discipline is self-love in action. Discipline is your future self whispering, don't give up on me. Discipline is showing up when no one is watching. You're tired. You're scared. You're broken. You don't feel like it, but you do it anyway. Why? Because the version of you that's coming depends on the discipline of the version you are today. Let me tell you about a boy 16 years old. He lived in a small village. No internet, no phone, no electricity for 10 hours a day. And yet he wanted to be a doctor. But how? His school had no labs. His family was poor. He had no private tutor. His neighbors laughed. This boy wants to be a doctor. He can't even afford a calculator. But he had one weapon: discipline. Every day at 4 a.m., he would light a small lamp with kerosene, open his old books, study with handwritten notes, rewrite textbooks from the school library by hand, memorize biology charts by drawing them 20 times. When the lamp ran out of oil, he'd study under streetlights. No music, no coffee, no luxury, just discipline and time. Years passed. I didn't take breaks. He didn't skip his routine. He didn't let sadness or pain stop him. Today, he's a neurosurgeon working in a modern hospital, and people come from all over the country to consult him. But his success didn't start in the hospital. It started the day he chose discipline over comfort. Discipline gives you power when you're weak, movement when you're stuck, control when life is chaos, confidence when doubt attacks, pride when no one notices. Motivation is an emotion. Discipline is a decision. And if you decide once and stick with it, you can change your entire life. Choose 3 non-negotiables. Small actions you do every day. Not big, not exciting, but unbreakable. Do them at the same time daily. Train your body like an animal. Train your brain like a warrior. Never argue with yourself. When it's time, just move. No debate, no delay. Track it, but don't talk about it. Don't look for praise. Let your consistency be your success. Make your bed every morning. Move your body for 15 minutes. Eat 1 clean meal. Read 1 page. Write 1 sentence. Sleep before midnight. None of these are fancy, but they reshape your identity quietly. The person you want to become, the success you dream about, the life you imagine, none of it is waiting for your motivation. It's waiting for your discipline. The reason you're stuck is not because you're weak. It's because you've been depending on feelings, not commitment. But today, you change that. You make discipline your best friend. The kind of friend who shows up even when the world doesn't. The kind of friend who gets you out of bed when your soul wants to sleep. The kind of friend who keeps you going until you win. And once you build that friendship, nothing, and I mean nothing, can stop you. Rule 9, track your progress. Like an assassin, if I told you to find a sniper in a dark room, would you look for noise? No, you'd look for data. You'd look for patterns. You'd look for movement. That's how silent warriors move. That's how assassins operate. That's how you must track your progress. If you want to win alone, because without tracking, you're not growing. You're just guessing. They say things like, I think I'm doing okay. Feel like I'm improving. Maybe I'm better than before. But feelings lie, emotions lie. Memories lie. What doesn't lie? Data proof. Tracking it means you stop guessing your progress. You start measuring your effort. You stop hoping you're getting better. You start proving that you are. You don't need a spreadsheet. You don't need a fancy app. You need a notebook, a pen, and honesty. Let me tell you about a man in his 50s. He was a farmer. Every year his crops were average. Sometimes they failed. Sometimes they grew okay, but he never knew why. Then one year he bought a small notebook, and every day he wrote the time he watered, the temperature, the moon cycle, the soil type, the seeds used, the color of the leaves, the weight of the harvest. He did this for 3 years. Everyone laughed at him. What are you doing? Just plant and pray. But he wasn't planting and praying. He was measuring, observing, learning, adjusting, winning. Year 4, his crop yield doubled. Not because he worked harder, but because he tracked his results like an assassin. When you track something, you catch patterns you never saw before. Stay focused on reality. Stop wasting time on things that don't work. Build self-trust. Feel motivated by truth, not emotion. Get a notebook, title it, My Results, My Proof, My Power. Every night, write just 3 lines. 1. What did I do today that moved me forward? 2. What did I avoid that I should have faced? 3. What will I do better tomorrow? Keep this private. Don't post it. Don't ask for feedback. Just track silently and consistently. Do this for 30 days, and your life will feel like a machine instead of a mess. You're not lost. You're just unmeasured. You're not lazy. You're just unstructured. You're not weak. You're just guessing too much. But now you stop guessing. You start tracking and you move like a shadow with precision. No one will understand your silence until they see the power your tracking has created, because data never lies, and your daily notebook that becomes your silent map to greatness. Rule 10. Rewire your inner voice every morning and night. There's a voice inside you. You hear it when you're alone. You hear it when you fail. You hear it when everyone leaves. You hear it before sleep. You hear it when you wake up. Sometimes it says, you're not enough. You're too late. You're not smart. You'll never make it. And you try to ignore it. You distract yourself. You scroll, you eat, you watch. But deep down that voice is still there. Now listen to me carefully, because this might be the most important truth you've ever heard. The person you become is not shaped by the world. It's shaped by the voice inside your mind. You can have the perfect plan. You can have all the motivation in the world. But if your inner voice is broken, negative, toxic, then it's like trying to build a castle on top of a volcano. No matter what you build, eventually it burns. You don't need to fight the world. You need to fix your voice. Because here's what most people don't realize. Your thoughts are not just thoughts. Your thoughts are instructions to your brain. Your brain listens, it obeys, shapes your future based on the words you whisper to yourself. And that's why we rewire that voice. Not once, not randomly, but every morning and every night. That's the silent ritual that builds a new you. There was a woman. She was 40, a mother, a wife, a worker. She cooked, cleaned, helped everyone. But one day, her husband left. No reason, no goodbye, just disappeared. She had 2 kids, no job, no money, and worst of all, she had no belief in herself. Every day she said to herself, I'm not good enough. I'm ugly. No one wants me. My life is over. That voice broke her, not just her mind. It broke her body. She got sick. She lost weight. She stopped laughing. Her kids cried at night, until one day she heard a voice on the radio. A woman said, if you say something to yourself 100 times a day, your brain will believe it, even if it's a lie. She paused. She wrote this down. And that night, before sleeping, she whispered, I am not broken. I am worthy. My life is not over. She didn't believe it at first, but she said it anyway. Next morning, same thing, same words over and over. 7 days, 14 days, 30 days. Her voice changed. Her body changed. Her eyes started to shine again. She applied for a job, got it, started working, started smiling. Built a small business from home. Today she's remarried, happy, alive, glowing. Not because life got easier, but because her inner voice became her best friend. Your subconscious mind is like wet soil. Whatever words you plant, they grow. If you plant, I'm stupid. You grow fear. I'm ugly. You grow insecurity. I'm late. You grow panic. I'm not ready. You grow hesitation. But if you plant, I'm strong. I'm ready. I'm calm. I'm focused. I'm disciplined. Then your brain starts to believe it. And when your brain believes it, your life starts to reflect it. It's not magic. It's psychology. And it's real. Here's how. Every morning when you wake up before the world attacks you, before your doubts start talking, say these 3 things aloud or silently. 1. Today I am strong. 2. Today I stay calm under pressure. 3. Today I will move forward no matter what. Say it 5 times with feeling. Then get up. Every night before sleep, when your fears come, when your regrets whisper, say these 3 things. 1. I did my best today. 2. I am proud of myself for not giving up. 3. Tomorrow I will rise again. Say it slowly. Say it like a lullaby to your soul. Give it a name. Make it a character. Someone you respect, someone wise, someone brave. So when you speak, you feel like you're talking to someone sacred, someone real. And over time, that voice becomes your anchor in the storm. You are not your trauma. You are not your failures. You are not your past. You are the voice you build inside you starting today. The world can lie to you, but your voice must not. The people around you may abandon you, but your voice must stay. Your strength, your energy, your fire. All of it begins with the words you whisper to yourself in the morning and at night. Don't ignore this step. Don't treat it like a small thing. Because the most powerful prison is not built with walls. It's built with thoughts. And the most powerful escape is not breaking chains. It's rebuilding the voice inside your head. You don't need to be louder. You don't need to be better. You need to be kinder to yourself. Say the right words every morning, every night. And the world inside you will change. And when that changes, everything changes. If you've listened till now, you are not ordinary. You are on a mission. You want more. You want to break the rules. You want to rest in silence and win in peace. And now you have the tools. These are not just rules. These are your weapons, your shields, your silent army. Because when you walk this journey alone, the world may not clap for you. But someday they will stare in shock and ask, "How did you do it?" And you'll smile and say, "Lone quietly, step by step." With a voice inside me that refused to give up. If this video touched your heart, if you felt power in these words, if you believe you can change your life, even silently, subscribe to our channel so you never walk alone again. So you keep growing silently, consistently, powerfully. Because this is not just a video. This is your turning point, your reminder, your restart, your second chance, and you deserve it. Listen again. Write the rules down. Start today and never stop. We believe in your silent comeback. The world won't see it coming, but you will.